Hello, guys and girls. Welcome to this week's Awana's lesson. We are glad that you're joining us. Hey, Cubby, you were in there. Where did you go? Cubby was singing a happy song. What is that, Cubby?
Hand sanitizer.
Oh, I have been out working. You know, it is important. All right.
You want to hear what song I was singing?
What song were you singing, Cubby?
It's Awana time. It's Awana's.
It is.
It's Awana.
And my hands are clean now, so we can start our lesson. And how about if we do the motto? Now, Cubby, I want you to look at the back wall there, and I want you to see if I have it memorized. Okay, so here we go. Construction zone. Building upon the solid rock of Jesus. Was I right, Cubby?
100%.
Cool. Caution. Transformation in progress. Danger. Don't stray from God's path. Sins, they are forgiven through Christ. Notice, building up one another in love. Stop, give thanks for the cornerstone. Safety gear required, the full armor of God. And, oh, that last one. Cubby, can you start it for me?
Watching for moving equipment.
Watching for moving equipment because faith can move mountains. How did I do?
That must be very moving.
That was moving, wasn't it? Okay, so that is the motto, and we want to grow as people of faith. And kids, I want you to grow in your faith. And part of growing in your faith is learning about some of these amazing men and women of the Bible. Like we've studied Abraham so far, and we studied Noah before then, and Abraham and Joseph and Joshua. And you know,
We studied a lot of people.
well, and there's so many more to do. But last week we talked about the tabernacle and how
Is
God.
this a tabernacle?
This is not the tabernacle. This is a brick wall. And the tabernacle was not made of bricks.
What was it made out of?
I'll tell you in today's story. Remember last week we said, the Lord said to Moses, tell the Israelites to bring me an offering. You are to receive the offering for me from everyone whose heart prompts them to give.
Lamb?
And this is what he wanted: gold, silver, bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and fine linen, goat hair, ram skins dyed red, and another type of durable leather, acacia wood, olive oil for the anointing oil and for the fragrant incense, and onyx stones and other gems to be mounted on the ephod and the breastplate. So then God gave them instructions.
What kind?
Well, he told them how to build the tabernacle. Now, the tabernacle,
Was it bigger than you?
oh, it was huge, okay? And the tabernacle was made with 10 curtains. What does that tell you?
1, 2.
10 curtains.
I think there's
Well,
less windows over here.
Oh, there's lots of windows, but we don't have any curtains here. They had 10 curtains, and they were to make them out of finely twisted linen and blue, purple, and scarlet yarn.
Where did they find all this stuff?
Well, the people gave it. That's why God instructed the people to give all this offering. And so they started making these curtains out of all that material. And all the curtains were to be the same size. So how many curtains were there?
10.
10. And each curtain was to be 28 cubits long. Do you know how long a cubit is?
Is that you?
No, I'm not a cubit. I'm not a cubit. A cubit in those days was a measurement. Now we use inches and feet. They used cubits.
How tall am I?
And so 28 cubits long for the curtains and 4 cubits wide. So this is my challenge for you later. You can send me this info for Awana points, Awana bucks, 28 cubits. Now a cubit was 1.5 feet long. So you'd have to do the math. 28 cubits long, 4 cubits wide, and then you have to times it by 10. Oh, I know math can be hard, can't it, Cubby? And they were to join 5 of those curtains together, and then they were to combine the other 5 together, and then they had to start making the things that held the curtains up. And
I
so
think my head hurts.
I know it. And so they had a lot of things that they had to make. They had to even make more curtains of goat hair. And then they had to put them all together, and then they had to build. It says they had to make upright frames, because what God was having them do is make a big place of worship. This was where God was going to dwell.
Church?
It's sort of like a big church out in the wilderness. And they had to have it portable, which means that they would move.
Wheels? Did it have wheels?
They didn't have wheels. You know what they had to do? They had a way that they had packed it all up, and then they moved it to the next place they went. And so they kept packing it up and moving wherever God told them. But God told them to build this big tabernacle.
I hope they didn't get a headache.
Well, God gave them really good instructions. And so that's what the tabernacle was. It was sort of the center of where, as they camped someplace, they camped all around the tabernacle.
Well,
Because,
did they have fireplace?
well, they had maybe fire pits, but not a fireplace. And so that's where the priests would meet God, was at the tabernacle.
Anyone else?
Nope, just the priests.
Why?
And they had all these curtains. And then next week, I'm going to tell you about some of the special things that they had to make that they put in the tabernacle.
Bracelets?
Not bracelets, but God told them all to do this. This was an instruction that God gave them. And the people obeyed. And the key is, when God gives us an instruction, we need to obey him, because he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
I'm glad that you and other pastors of this church obey the law.
Well, we want to obey God. I want you to obey God, Cubby, and I want you, Awana kids, to obey God. And so that's why you need to get in that handbook, so that you can learn how to obey God. But, that's what God told him. So you can imagine. Now, we have some people in our church that are very creative, and they make beautiful things. We have women in our church that make quilts, and they give them to people in need. I know some that take it down to the hospital, and they give them to babies when they're born. We have men that are creative, and they build furniture, and they help build our church. And so the thing is, whatever you're good at, God will use for good.
What am I good at?
Good, Cubby, you are good at cheering people up.
Yay!
Yes. But what do you make? What do you make? I know when I was a kid, I made a lot of stuff.
Furniture?
I didn't make furniture, but my mom wanted me to learn how to macrame, which is tying knots. And I made a lot of macrame things. And my parents, my mom knitted and my dad did crafts. We all sort of did stuff just to be creative. So be creative. Don't you think? Can you say that, Cubby? Be creative.
Creativity.
Creativity. And if you learn how to do that, God will use it for his glory. So,
speaking of creativity.
What, Cubby?
I have something for you.
You have something for me?
Yeah.
I can't wait. I wonder what Cubby has for me. I wonder if it's food. You know, he often brings me food, like a snack or something. That would be pretty cool, because I'm sort of hungry. Well, Cubby, what do you got for me? Oh, I can't wait. The excitement is too big. Come on, Cubby. Cubby. Okay. Here we go, Cubby. Come on. What does Cubby have for me? What is this, Cubby? Well, this is garbage.
I found it on the floor.
Well, that's good to pick up. You know, that's a good thing to do, is pick up garbage if you see it outside. Cubby, did you make this?
Yeah. Do you know what kind of bracelet it is?
What kind of bracelet is this?
It's a unity bracelet.
A unity bracelet, and you made this just for me? Thank you, Cubby. Is that cool? See, Cubby blessed me with something that he had made.
Show them.
There it is, right on my wrist. So, be creative and obey God. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Who knows what Cubby's gonna give you?
Oh, maybe Cubby will give me something else next week. All right. Bye for now.